Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome back to the Simply Lily podcast. If you've been listening since the beginning of season one, let me just say this. We've been through some times and some really good conversations together. And if you're new here, hey, listen, welcome. It's such a pleasure to have you here. You're joining us right before the end of season one, which is honestly very on brand for life. Today's episode is a pause before the pause. Not the finale yet, because we're almost there, but the moment where we look around and ask, where are we now? What is it that you all have taken away from the last episodes that I actually have put out? And more importantly, are you all ready for what's next? Because let me tell you something. This first season has been experience for me. Second season, we're going to get into some real good stuff. Because guess what? Life didn't stop while you were healing. It doesn't wait for us to feel ready. Life just kept lifing. And here we are. So let's talk about it with humor, with honesty, and with grace. Let's get started. You know, life continue. Did you notice? You ever look up and realize, oh, like we're here now with like no warning. There's absolutely no countdown. And believe it or not, we don't have an orientation packet that's going to give us a whole little tour of what life is. Just boom, the new season of life. Like some of us thought we were just going through a phase. Turns out it's a whole chapter. Life has a funny way, believe it or not, even when we're tired, confused, or still processing last year. Bills still show up, birthdays keep happening, people keep asking, yo, so what's new? And we're like, I don't know, I survived. Like I just got through it. That's where many of us are right now. Not where we plan to be, but not where we used to be either. And honestly, believe it or not, that deserves acknowledgement. So let me ask you this. What quick life hacks for this stage can we put together? Like on a real tip, let's talk real life, real conversation for this season that y'all had gone through with me. Because motivation quotes alone aren't enough. Like, let me give you life hack number one. I usually do intentions, but I'm going to roll with some life hacks. Peace is more productive than pressure. I've mentioned that before because you don't need to rush everything anymore. We're not there where everything is rush, rush, rush. It's our time. So we don't need to be just like going through everything and, going from one to 1,000. Remember, urgency isn't always wisdom. Let me give you my little life hack number two. Your nervous system needs care, not criticism. It needs care because we need to listen to our bodies. If you're tired, overwhelmed, or emotionally full, you're not failing because don't forget you're human. Life hack number three that I thought of, listen, and this is something that I have learned because I'm still a work in progress. And that is that not everything needs a reaction. Sometimes the most mature response, believe it or not, is silence. And I don't mean a nap. So, life hack number four, protect your mornings and your evenings. Like getting up in the morning and being grateful, and getting up in the morning and not being angry, being happy, having joy when you wake up. And then the evenings, take it down a notch and you're going to be grateful for what happened during the day. And this is so important because this is what fills us and fills up in this good energy. And this is what makes us say, wow, that was a great day. And then we get ourselves ready again for the following day. And how you start and end your day matters more than how busy it looks in the middle. Like These aren't get rich quick hacks. These are stay sane and enjoy life hacks. So let's think about this. What did we really actually talk about? Let's rewind for a second because season one definitely wasn't about perfection. And but it was, if I would say it was anything, I would say it was about awareness because we talked about moving forward without having all the answers, letting go of like old labels, old versions of ourselves, dating later in life with wisdom, boundaries, and fewer excuses. We even talked about confidence, beauty, worth at every age. Definitely talked about faith, reflection, healing, and emotional honesty, and learning the difference between surviving and actually living. So this season, we asked some uncomfortable questions like, why do we tolerate what drains us? And why do we rush healing? And also, I would add to that, why do we think that resting means we're falling behind? So if season one did anything, I hope it reminded you of this. You are allowed to grow at your own pace. And remember, we're still evolving. You know, I want to laugh for a second because that's all I could do at this point. Because I just look back and I'm like, wow, I'm really here. I did it. But then again, you know, I'm kind of like, let's take a second before growth without humor is just stress, but a better form of vocabulary. If I say so myself. Some of us are healed enough to say no, but are still rehearsing the explanation in our head for 20 minutes that actually lives rent free. Some of us, we're still looking for that peace, but still check the text one more time just to see. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And some of us are like, I'm emotionally mature now until someone presses the wrong button and then we revert right back. But that's okay, because you know what? Healing doesn't mean boring. Growth doesn't mean humorless. I'm always real serious at times, and sometimes I gotta check myself and be like, "Yo, what are you so serious about? Like, it's not that serious." And it's been a work in progress for me to actually learn not to sweat the small stuff. So listen, if you can laugh at yourself, you're doing better than what you think. So let's look at it now. Where are we now? I think we're more self aware, a little softer, a little wiser. We know what drains us, we know what brings us peace, and we're learning to choose accordingly. We're not trying to be who we were 10 years ago. I mean, come on, let's be real about this. We're becoming who we're meant to be now in this time. And that brings us to the question, are we ready to live and not to just cope? To choose peace without guilt? I mean, are you ready to step into the next chapter without dragging the old one behind you? Because remember, when we read a book, we don't read it backwards, we read it forward. And that's how we need to look at our lives at this point. You don't have to have everything figured out. You just have to be willing to stay on board as life continues. Because we will continue. You know what the old saying says? We got more days behind us than we do in front of us. And not only that, but you deserve to be present for it. So let me tell y'all something. As we move toward the season finale, take this episode as a mirror, not a test. You've grown, you've learned, you're still learning. And listen, that's more than enough. Take a breath, laugh a little, and get ready because the next episode, we're closing this chapter with intention. So, y'all, I'm Lily, and this has been the Simply Lily podcast. I'll see y'all in the finale.